Hi guys. All right, so this is the weekly collective for all signs. If you're looking to get a private reading with me, I do link my email in the description box. And as of the whole month of December, we do have a sale going on. So just check what I posted or look at the video if you're curious about prices. So let's get started. For Aries, 5 cards for the week. I'm seeing like spots in front of my eyes for you. That's kind of strange. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, on Monday, we have conversations going on back and forth. There's a very heavy burden. You'd like to drop it. You're feeling like that person that you're communicating with is not on the same page, or they're just not hearing you out, or they're not acknowledging what you're saying. And this is going to leave you feeling pretty cruddy on Monday, okay? On Tuesday, it looks like somebody's inviting you somewhere or making some sort of gesture to you. This is going to make you feel much better. You still have a lot of pain going on from Monday, but it does look like maybe some venting, some special time with somebody could bring you some clarity or at least make you feel a little bit better, okay? On Wednesday, you're very hesitant to, doesn't look like communication. You have some sort of like power struggle here with somebody, or like I think you guys matched each other's energy at some point. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic, but it looks like you guys have some sort of power struggle going now. There's a lot of hesitation. There's a lot of hurt feelings. And on Wednesday, you'll be dealing with that as well. On Thursday, you're trying to get out of your own head. You know that in divine timing, something's going to transpire. Making a quick judgment call. You don't want to stay in a funk all week. So, you know, you could be spending money on yourself. You could be making plans to go do something to get out of your own head. And on Friday, you're flip-flopping back and forth. And all right, so the reason this is happening for you this week is there is some sort of transformation going on with you. So certain things have to develop in order for you to realize what direction you should be taking. So all this is development, whether it's good or bad. You know, it kind of sucks, but that's basically what it's coming down to. So you'll probably be feeling much better by the weekend. Moving on to Taurus, 5 cards for the week, Monday through Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, look. More transformation. I mean, I could have called that one, right? We're all kind of going through that now that the retrogrades are coming to an end and we have the full moon coming. It's just going to be really kind of intense. I think for the better long term. On Monday, you could be giving somebody something or they're giving you something. This looks like something that was owed. For some of you, you could be getting like a bonus and or a pay raise. But there is what looks like else you work with them or it's a family member that you don't really get along with and you do have to deal with them on Monday, okay? On Tuesday, you are going through, like I said, some sort of transformation. You could be spending some time alone. Maybe you're taking the day off. It looks like you're not doing too much on Tuesday other than trying to deal with your emotions or your feelings. On Wednesday, you're feeling much more stable. Could be planning else a get-together of some sort, or you're talking to somebody you want to meet for the first time, something like that, but it looks pretty good. On Thursday, you're investing in something. Financially, if you're investing in anything, it looks fantastic. If you're starting a new business, if you're I don't know, waiting on some sort of payout, Thursday is going to be your day. You are finally getting out of your own head on Thursday as well. And on Friday, again, I see communication about meeting somebody. So you're making plans for sure to meet somebody. Not necessarily this week, but it's obviously possible. Moving on to Gemini. 5 cards for the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, Gemini. On Monday, it looks like else you're communicating with somebody that's going to stress you out, or you are considering having that conversation with somebody and you know it's going to stress you out. So you might be trying to like postpone it, or get a feel for what they may say, potentially say. On Tuesday, there's not a lot of forward movement. There's not. I think that you have to deal with somebody on Tuesday, but it's like somebody you've had to deal with regularly anyway, and you're feeling kind of antsy, aggravated. You feel like there's some sort of blockage there. On Wednesday, you're making a quick judgment call. Don't rush into anything too quickly. Make sure you're really taking the time to think about this, because you could end up regretting it. On Thursday, once again, I see you just spending time by yourself. You may even end up getting sick, or just feeling fatigued in general. I'm seeing a bird. And Friday, somebody's taking a trip, whether it's you or somebody that you know. But all in all, this trip is going to lead to disappointment. Moving on to Cancer. 5 cards for the week, Monday through Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. On Monday, somebody's making plans with you, it looks like, or you're making plans. This is a wish fulfillment. It looks pretty good. If you're in any sort of like good connection with somebody, romantic or not, it does look like you guys could be making some plans to spend time together. The same thing with Tuesday. You guys are kind of healing, hanging out. For some of you, this is a soulmate. For others of you, you could be reconciling with somebody. However, by Wednesday, you're walking away from a situation that no longer serves you. You've broken that bond, that tie. I don't think it's the same person, obviously. But some of you are ending a business partnership, or even a partnership in general, which is weird if you're spending 2 days with somebody you care about. Is this the same person? Oh, look, it could be the same person. For some of you, it's the same person. You spend 2 days with them and then you realize that there's problems, okay? By Thursday, they're going to be fighting to get you back, whoever this person is. You're going to have to make some decisions. I think it's in your best interest to walk away. And on Friday, doing some self-care, probably blocking and or not paying attention to this person that's aggravating you, and you will see a lot more growth and abundance in the future. For those of you that are single and looking, and maybe you're talking to somebody, there is like a power couple thing going on here. Moving on to Leo. 5 cards for the week, and I just got really nauseous for some reason, guys. That's got to be for you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Whew. Yikes, I hope you guys are okay. Making quick judgment call on a connection you have with somebody. Doesn't have to be romantic, like I said, on Monday. For some of you, you could be getting into a pretty serious romance and or business partnership. Feeling really good by Tuesday. You know something big's going to happen, going to transpire soon, and you're kind of excited for it. It's been taking a while, though, so obviously there's some aggravation there, but all in all, it looks really good on Tuesday. On Wednesday, you're going to find out somebody has been keeping tabs on you or asking about you. They think you owe them something. So whether you do or not, that's how they're coming across. On Thursday, you are looking at new opportunities. This could be for a move and or it could just be opportunities in general, okay? Like moving within a company, moving on to somebody new, meeting somebody, whatever it is you're passionate about, it looks pretty good. And on Friday, it does look like somebody will be asking you, hey, do you want to go get coffee, drinks, dinner, blah, blah, blah. And it does look like you might turn them down. Okay, it looks like you're needing some space on Friday. Moving on to Virgo. 5 cards for Virgo for the week. Guys, I might sneeze, so if I do, I apologize. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. On Monday, there's some regret, whether that's on your side or somebody else's side. Could be over a connection you have with somebody. And for some of you, it's just overspending and you're like, man, I should have been more careful. On Tuesday, you are feeling really good. You're feeling much more balanced by Tuesday. You really feel like you're on the right path. Whatever's been transpiring, you kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. On Wednesday, somebody's paying you back for something, and you're not answering a call from somebody from the past. Feeling like the wounded warrior, though, somehow on Thursday. It looks like, okay, you went to somebody for some sort of emotional support, and they probably turned you down and or didn't answer that call, so you're kind of frustrated. And on Friday, you may be planning something new around your finances. So maybe that's starting a new business, maybe that's moving on to a new business, a new investment, so, something that's going to create a lot more abundance for you. Moving on to Libra. 5 cards for the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. On Monday, you're dealing with quite a few people. You're going to find out some shocking news on Monday you're not going to be really satisfied with. I don't think you saw this coming, so you're going to be kind of aggravated. Hold on, guys, got to crack my back. On Tuesday, it looks like you're taking some time off or time to yourself. You're kind of a little bit melancholy on that day. Somebody will come to your aid, though. On Wednesday, you're feeling very passionate about a person at a distance, whether this is romantic or not. You're pretty excited, and they're going to open up new opportunities for you. On Thursday, however, in divine timing, you know you have a manifestation coming, and you're feeling kind of aggravated that it hasn't happened yet, and that it's taking longer than you anticipated. But I do think you're going to see it very soon, because by Friday, something does transpire, and you're feeling like some sort of relief, some sort of happiness, some sort of joy. Moving on to Scorpio. Five cards for the week. I'm hearing like humming or something for you, Scorpio. And heavy winds. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, on Monday you are kind of like got a tight grip on your finances. Maybe it's for a specific reason, but it does look like you're not spending. You know, you're like worried about spending. Something could have happened. Bills could have gotten higher. Maybe you didn't get the bonus that you thought you were going to get, like something like that, so you're aggravated. On Tuesday, you're moving forward with some sort of decision. You'll be reaching out to somebody and explaining that decision to them because they're a part of it. On Wednesday, you could be dealing with an air sign. More than one person, actually, on Wednesday. You're dealing with several people. You're trying to decide who should still be in your life and who shouldn't. And one of them you have to deal with even though you don't want to. On Thursday, you're feeling kind of defensive. Air signs still. You need to see changes within this person that's not happening. And on Friday, missing somebody at a distance, somebody that you have a lot of passion for. Sorry guys, my slippers keep like slipping and I'm like moving forward. Sagittarius, 5 cards for the week. You're going to meet somebody from another country. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oof. Weird, just like Leo, I'm nauseous. Guys, I don't think I'm sick. I think this is for you guys, but I could be wrong. Feeling very defensive on Monday. You have some sort of connection with somebody that is not working out the way you hoped. Could be with an air sign, doesn't have to be. On Wednesday, you have a wish fulfillment. On Tuesday, you have a wish fulfillment happen. Could be about a partnership, whether that's business and or pleasure. You could be dealing with more than one person. I'm seeing water and earth. On what is going on, guys? I'm hearing vibrations and everything. This is strange. I don't know who the hell I'm channeling. On Wednesday, you may be considering, if you walked away from a partnership, you're going to regret it. If you are considering walking away from a partnership, you may regret it. And it's saying here, somebody's still invested. Business and or pleasure. On Thursday, here we have messages going back and forth that might stress you out. You want to let go of some sort of heavy burden. And many of you could be getting into a serious commitment and or ending a serious commitment. On Friday, feeling aggravated, stubborn, feeling like you're not moving forward in the direction that you want to be. So you're, it does look like you're frustrated. Things are just going slower than you anticipated. For Capricorn, 5 cards for the week. Something could be going on with your health as well. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. On Monday, you're putting up a fight with somebody. It's over opportunities that somebody doesn't want you to kind of move forward with, and you want to. So you're like, no, this is, this is my plan, not your plan, and please stay out of it. On Tuesday, you are sending messages once again to somebody. You could be getting into something long-term. Whether that's business and or pleasure, but it does look like lots of communication. On Wednesday, you could be going through some sort of heartbreak and or physical pain, but your finances are looking pretty stable, so that makes you feel better. On Wednesday, Thursday, you're dealing with more than one person. You have a wish fulfillment about to happen, and you'll be spending time with somebody you care about, talking to them about this. And finally, letting go of somebody energetically by Friday. You're walking away. You're going to go do something new and with a new tribe of people. Moving on to Aquarius. 5 cards for the week. Monday through Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. On Monday, you could be dealing with a fire sign or somebody with fire sign placements. You are dropping some sort of heavy burden with more than one person, lots of communication. This might make you overthink, but it is in your best interest, and this is going to kind of resolve a lot of problems that you're having. Spending some time alone on Tuesday, working on your finances. Getting really excited about some financial progress. On Wednesday, you are undecided about a situation. You're definitely overthinking it. There's an imbalance in your life and you want to resolve everything, especially before the new year. On Thursday, somebody's emotionally giving to you. Could even be physically giving you something. Air or water. Spending time with you, wanting to work on something. This is probably your 10 of Cups. On Wednesday, what is wrong with me? I can't get my days straight. On Friday, you have some stability coming and somebody asking you to move forward with them. Could be a relationship of any kind. And for Pisces, 5 cards for Pisces for the week. Monday through Friday. You have a weight coming off of your shoulders this week, okay? Something you're anxious about. Feeling more ambitious. Could be having heart palpitations because I'm suddenly getting them. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. On Monday, we have somebody wanting to give to you emotionally. Could be a fire sign, could be any fire sign, okay? And you have some decisions to make. On Tuesday, you're doing some self-care. You have a manifestation happening this week, and it's going to be really good. The timing might be a little off, but it does look like you get what you need or want. On Wednesday, you're moving on from something that's been hurting you. Someone's been deceiving you. You're done with it. You're not going through this kind of like drama anymore. And by Thursday, you're seeing a lot of growth and abundance coming your way. Something very unexpected, something that you're like, oh my gosh, like I've been waiting on this. Whether it's finances, a person, whatever, like it's going to be a really good day for you on Thursday. And needing to make a judgment call on Friday. Somebody wants to reconcile with you. Lots of communication. I think you're probably going to move forward alone. Some of you obviously with the person, but most of you alone. Okay, guys, that was it. I don't know why I'm nauseous after the Leo, so I'm going to try to get to the air signs and not throw up.